Hey everybody, Jane here, and I'm doing my first haul revisit. This haul was actually from February of 2019, and I do believe it was the first haul I had ever done. That's been more than 2 years, and part of my reasoning for wanting to do these haul revisits is so that I can create a TBR jar. I recently painted this actually by myself. Really proud of it. It's really super cute. It's a little owl and it's got a little topper on it. But anyway, my goal is that the books in this haul video that I have not read will be put into my TBR jar, and once a month I will pick a book from that TBR jar to add to my TBR for the month. Hi everybody, Jane here, and today I am actually recording my very first book haul. I don't book haul very often, and when I do, it's usually from the library. So we have a Friends of the Library that sells books cheap that the library is done with and that can go on to a new home. So I went this weekend and I spent $5 and I have a modest book haul to share with you. So the first book I got was Heatwave by Richard Castle. I am happy to say that we are off to a good start. I have in fact read Heatwave by Richard Castle. I actually read it this year for March Mystery Madness, and I believe I gave it a 3 out of 5. It was a fun little read. Not necessarily something I would want to read again, but I had a good time with it, so that does not have to go in my TBR jar. Alright, the next one I got was Atonement by Ian McEwan. Alright, Atonement. I have not read this one yet, so we will add it to my TBR jar. I still want to read it, but I have read another book by this author, and I had some issues with their style, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to love this one, but I still want to give it a try. The next one is a nonfiction called Musicals, an Illustrated Historical Overview. Yep, I still own that one. Nope, I haven't read it yet. Yes, I'm still interested in reading it. I love musicals, and this has never been something that has come up and been the right time. So, still interested, but haven't read it yet. The next one is actually one I've read before, and I picked it up because I want to do a reread and then I want to pass it on to a friend. I am currently planning to do a advent calendar for 3 people in my life this Christmas, so I'm kind of when I'm going to bookstores looking at stuff to pick up for them. So this is a for me and then to pass on to somebody else, and that is The Pact. I'm not really sure if that one counts because it was a reread for me. I did not end up reading it after getting it, but I do believe I did give it to my friend in that advent box. So since it was one I'd already read, I didn't feel bad about not reading it again, even though I would have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the first time. The next one is one that it looked cute, so I picked it up. It is Doggy Daycare Murder. And I did read this one, Doggy Daycare Murder. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. It was fine. It was a cute little mystery. I don't have it anymore though. I had given that as well in one of the advent boxes. Though I'll be really honest, I did 2 advent boxes for my best friend and then one for my brother. And I'm not sure which person got that book. But I know it was not me. I don't have it anymore. So I'm pretty impressed so far. Most of these books I have read. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, although we still have a little bit to go. The next one I picked up for myself to read, but mostly for my kids, and that is Bloody Jack. Alright, so Bloody Jack is one that I still have not read. A big part of that was I picked it up with the intent of reading it with my kids, and it actually, I realized later, says in the back it's for ages 12 and up. So I have one daughter who's fairly mature and could probably handle it, although she's 9, and at the time of the video, she would have been 7. 7, so definitely not a story I felt after like doing some more research that I wanted to read to my children at that time. Definitely may still in the future, and definitely still willing to read myself, may read it myself, and then pass on to my kids. I feel like that may end up being the best way to go with this book, just so that I can see where we are on content as well as like difficulty of language. But still have it. We'll add it to my TBR jar. This next one also was for me and for my kids. My daughter, we just had a meeting with her teachers to try to figure out some ways to encourage her to read, because the only thing she wants to read is Piggy and Gerald books. Piggy and Elephant. And Piggy and Elephant are amazing, but, you know, she's 7 and we feel like she could read a little beyond that. So they suggested that what she loves about the Piggy and Gerald books is how funny they are, and that maybe we could pick up some other stuff that is funny and that would encourage her to read. So I got a Garfield Treasury. I did end up reading a Garfield Treasury. I don't know if I rated it or not. It was cute. It was Garfield comics. It was a lot of fun. Nothing really crazy other than, again, fun Garfield. I believe we ended up unhauling it after everybody read it, and so it has gone on since to a new family. But we had a good time when we were reading it. And the last book I picked up was also related to musicals. I got the Musicals of Andrew Lloyd Webber. So I have not read this one yet. I definitely am still interested and excited about it. I am not as big a fan of Andrew Lloyd Webber as of some of the other musical writers, but I still think that this could be a lot of fun. So I am interested, and I will put it as one of the options for my TBR jar. And I do believe that is it for looking at my old haul. I have 4 books to put in my TBR jar to start out with. All of them I'm still happy to read. I was really impressed that I actually read quite a few of the books in that haul. I know it was my first haul, and I'm hoping that my future hauls are as successful, but I'm not entirely sure they will be, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for joining me. Have you read these books? Did you enjoy them? What was your most recent haul? And do you typically wait 2 years to read books you've hauled, or are you a little more on top of it than I happen to be? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know below. Also below are links to my social media and to the books I've written. I write romance novels if you have an interest. This has been Jane. See you next time. Bye.